Hey guys, I'm Cello with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Luigi Galaxy. Last time, we took care of the Hungry Luma for the engine room, as well as taking care of Bonefin Galaxy, one of my favorite areas. This episode, we're clearing out the rest of the engine room, starting with Cosmic Luigi Race. Now, something that I don't really mention, but was reminded to me in the comments section is that Cosmic Luigi is actually significantly smarter than Cosmic Mario. He takes more risks and goes to more strats that save time. Like, he'll do triple jumps across areas or long jumps to save time that Mario would not take. Kind of interesting. I guess since you've already played the game once, they know you're good, so they figure, yeah, we'll make it harder. Hello, you stupid cosmic debris. Frank Zappa, help me. Now, there is a way to get a boost, but I always forget how to do it. Like, I always forget how to do it with this game. There's like, hold ZL to like do the squat like the Olympic runner, and there's some sort of timing to release it, but I have no idea what it is. We can do triple jump to catch up a bit. Oh god. Bounce off his head, I guess. He's gonna go for some long jumps. We're gonna do it too. And we're gonna cheese it, because he decided to wait a second. And we're gonna beat him to the star. Really, just long jumping as much as you can is your best bet to winning these kinds of races. Otherwise, you're just in a lot of trouble. $79. No. Alright, I've been putting it off long enough. Time for a scavenger hunt. The Silver Stars of Sea Slide. These things are very spread out. Like, there's one on top of the tree there, there's one on the center island, and there's one over by the lighthouse. But they're pretty far apart. Hope ready for an adventure! Again, this is one of my least favorite stars because it just takes a while. Like, I like the tropical vibe of this place, but if I want to experience a tropical vibe, I just play Sunshine. Like, I love Sunshine, so that's easy for me to do as well. But actually, what we want to do to start off, we want to get B Luigi. We can easily head up here and use this to get our first Silver Star. I suppose while we're doing this, we can just, like, chat about some things, because I've been thinking about a couple things for this game specifically while we've been doing this. Like, I've enjoyed my time, of course. It's Galaxy. It's always a fun time. But I've noticed a few things that I didn't think I would pick up on. Like, I didn't realize how very generous this game is with giving you star bits. Like, I remembered when I first played this game years ago, really struggling to have the star bits I needed for dealing with the Hungry Lumas. I guess that might have just come down to just not understanding, oh, collect star bits literally everywhere you go, and they're your best friend, because if you do that, you're always going to have plenty on reserve, because we have plenty. I think we already have enough to get the last couple, because I think there's a few left. Not one, I think it's two, but yeah, either way, we're pretty much set on that front, and I never realized how just very generous the game is with giving you those. So what is this camera angle? The game, what the hell is that? But yeah, that's something that's always confused me. The second thing that I realized is that, man, I'm really appreciative of just the Switch port in general for this game, because I love Galaxy, but having to pop it in on my Wii, I don't like using the Wii, and I think that the 3D All-Stars version is the definitive way to play the game. Kind of unfortunate that Galaxy 2 was not included in that, which I still find to be a very strange decision to this day. Like, I think Galaxy 1 is better than Galaxy 2, but you didn't have to just ditch Galaxy 2 like that. Alright, where are we going? Back over here to the start? That works. I kind of do wonder why it was that they ditched Galaxy 2. Because they have to know that people enjoy it. Also, you can't pick up shells when you're B Luigi. That's interesting. Let's just touch water. So I wonder what their reasoning was as to why Galaxy 2 wasn't in there. Maybe they were just like, Galaxy 2 feels too close to Galaxy 1? I don't know. Like, I never understood that decision, and I still think it's both extremely bizarre of them to do that, and extremely bizarre of them to be like, oh yeah, it's a limited release window. We're just gonna erased it from the eShop. You better buy it while you can, because like that doesn't make any sense. I guess if you're doing like a scarcity tactic, you want to try and drive up sales, but that doesn't add goodwill to your company. It makes people annoyed at you. Like, I want to know whose idea that was, because it wasn't a good idea in my opinion. Same thing with the whole what was it, localizing the first Fire Emblem on the Famicom on the eShop for a limited time, and then negating that existence as well. Like, why are you doing this, Nintendo? It's very strange. Is it Miyamoto? Because if it's Miyamoto, slap him. Because if there's one thing I've learned about Miyamoto in recent years, is that Miyamoto makes great games. He's not always the smartest person to handle things. He's not good with story, is one thing, but another thing that's like always kind of driven me nuts about him is Miyamoto's kind of steadfast in his ways, and that he doesn't like story, which is kind of why, if you know your Mario Galaxy stuff, you know that Rosalina's backstory, which is for many people the best part about Galaxy, had to be snuck in because Miyamoto did not want it. That's kind of why Galaxy 2 has an abridged story, because he was like, nope, we're not doing a story. I believe, yeah, we need to get up here to get to the fourth one. Yep, it's up here. Okay. See, I never understood that. Like, you can have games with great gameplay and great story. You don't need to just focus on one and act like the other doesn't exist, because you can do both. Like, you're the guy that made Zelda. It makes no sense for you to act like one of them is all that you need. Especially since you're the guy that made Pikmin. Because Pikmin is loaded with story and has great gameplay. Unless you're going to tell me that that was also someone else's doing, which I would not be surprised. But for now, smack this chest. Some star bits. We need to find our way to the center planet, though, because that's where the last of these is. And I have no idea how the heck you're supposed to get over there. It's like it's around... What is the way over there? Oh. I remember what it is now. Luckily, both the sling stars here just shoot you back to the starting planet. I think what we need to do is that there's a wench over here that we got to spin. And that will actually open the way for us, because I believe you got to make a geyser of water that shoots us there. But yeah, that was my just general mini rant / praising of the 3D All-Stars collection. I think it's a great collection, but I wish that they'd included Galaxy 2 in it, even if I don't really care for Galaxy 2 personally. Yeah, that's what it was. Form a massive geyser of water that just shoots out. And we can head over this way. Ignore all the sea urchins, though, because we don't got to worry about these guys. There's some crabbers here if we really want to deal with them, but I don't. We'll just do these notes instead. I always forget what this medley is. I'm pretty sure it's Mario 3, though. Extra life, not super necessary, but I'll take it. But here's the last of it, right here. Oh, hi, Moneybags. Unfortunately, it goes way back to start. Luckily, Launch Star appears to help us. That's convenient. And we can just take the Sling Star here to immediately jump back as well, so that's nice. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Jeez, that's a long mission. That's 80 stars. We are 2/3 of the way through this game. Now. I think you know what time. What? Right. There is another goddamn cosmic comet. Okay, let's take care of this. It's not going to be that bad. It's another race, so it's not going to be nearly as long. Okay, there's the star right there at the lighthouse. It's not bad. I believe we're just going for a bit of a surf and safari, and we got a surf race, which isn't that bad of an option, really. It's also kind of weird seeing this galaxy without anyone around. Okay, we're gonna try and do this correctly this time. Boom. Boom. Nope. I'm gonna figure that out eventually, I swear. I just don't know how. Also, yeah, Shadow Luigi / Mario also get their own, like, cosmic purple shell, which is kind of neat. I don't know where the hell they get that from, but it's kind of a neat touch. Okay. Hard part now is just making sure we get out of the water with this in time. Oh god, long jump, long jump! Got it! Whew. Alright, that could have been really bad. Luckily, we saved it at the end. Nice. That should do it for Sea Slime. Whew. 1997, good year for cinema. But for now comes the actual part I was intending to talk about. Let's see what we have left. Bowser Jr.'s lava reactor. Okay, I'm interested. What do you got? Because we've seen his airship fleet, we've seen Megaleg. What has he got? King Caliente's spicy return. Yeah, remember this dude from Good Egg Galaxy? I don't know why they brought this dude back as the boss, but apparently this was Junior's favorite or something? I don't know. Maybe Bowser was just hungry for something from Calamari, I don't know. Now, one thing I did learn about this game recently as well is that if you abuse Luigi's triple jump, there's apparently a way to glitch your way into messing with the gravity of this area. Oh god. Jeez, good catch. But you can actually, like, fuck with gravity enough that you can kind of get pulled into the big lava planet and just die instantly. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it's an option. Alright, please follow me. Yeah, what we need to do is head over this way. Crack open the launch star, please. Thank you. Whoa! Going pretty far. Got some lava bubbles. We can just kind of run past these guys. We don't necessarily need the life shroom, but we're going to take it. And we got some rock doughs we can very easily dispose of with some coconuts. Now, the one trick to this place is that these lava panels will sink into the lava, so be careful. But now comes the boss fight. You know, you think you just keep talking so the panel would sink into the ground and we just die of lava. If I give up any more Grand Stars, my dad's gonna get mad! So this calls for my ultimate weapon. Give him some heat, King Caliente, despite the fact that you completely blew it last time. Like, how is this your ultimate weapon? King Caliente! Again, looking a lot crispier than last time. This is a lot darker now than he was before. Same tactics as before. He's slightly smarter because he will start out by smacking that coconut away, but he's still not that big of a threat. After the first hit, sends lava bubbles towards you. Sends a coconut your way. Just be sure to be there to catch it. And that's 2 hits, knocking his crown into the water and pissing him off. Or not water, lava. Thus meteors start falling, which adds a little bit, I guess. But really, just keep moving and you probably are going to be fine. 1, 2, I think this is going to do it right here. And that's it. Junior, why did you pick King Caliente? You could have just, like, souped up Megaleg. That would have been interesting. That was probably the least threatening boss you could have picked. But hey. Works for us, because that gives us our next Grand Star. That's 6 now, geez. And that is every area power has been restored to, including this little side area over here. Discovered a new galaxy? More like discovered all of them. So, twist with the garden. There is no Bowser area to speak of. None whatsoever. But yep, that's power restored to every area. I wonder what the heck this teleport is for. This is actually a one-way teleporter from the top back down, which kind of weird. Alright, let's head up and check out the new place. Because honestly, it's kind of weird to think that we are almost done. We don't have many more stars to collect until we go beat up Bowser. Now we could take a little side visit to this room here. This is the gate. We're not going to touch that just yet. I really like that area, but we're going to hold off on it for now. Instead, we're going to head inside the garden. First off, this is a really cool area because it actually looks like a proper garden. Secondly, though, only 4 galaxies. No Bowser stronghold of any kind around here. What do we got? Deep Dark Galaxy. Good choice. Dreadnought Galaxy, which is not a name you would ever expect to read in a Mario game. Matter Splatter Galaxy, also a fun time. And my favorite of the area, Melty Molten Galaxy. All these are really good places, but I think of the 4, we're going to take a visit to Deep Dark. The Underground Ghost Ship. Now, unfortunately, if I remember correctly, Deep Dark actually does not give you the opportunity to use the Boo Mushroom, despite seeming like it would be an area for that. Got an interesting atmosphere, though, kind of being a haunted beach area, which is not something you see very often in Mario games. Sunshine notwithstanding. What we want to do now, there's a few things we can see. First off, we see that starting planet that we were at. That's kind of weird. But you want to head over this way. And miss the Rainbow Star entirely. Oh shit, that was not my plan. What we need is this Fire Flower because we need it in order to progress. Watch out for the Octo guys though. Let's just, oh god, get out of here. These guys can actually overwhelm you pretty fast if you're not careful, so we're gonna just zoom past them. Ignore the crabbers and head over to these torches and let's light them up. There we go. Nice work, Luigi. Let's just head inside. Got a Magic Koopa and just stun him and kill him. Not like he was going to stand much of a chance. Starbits on the wall, but at this point we don't really need to worry about Starbits anymore. What we need to do is actually head down and follow the Starbits this way. There is some bloopers here, but we can just kind of ignore them. And spin into the switch. Raising the gate. Also, watch out for these landmines, because they do explode if you get too close. Kinda dangerous. Jellyfish. Another switch on the wall. There we go. Jelly Award. We can pass by you pretty easily. Here we go. This is that ghost ship that we saw in the opening. We do got some boos, but we don't really got to worry about them too much because we're not focused on them. What we want to do is get on the ship itself to find a certain someone is back. It's Kamala. This boss fight is about the same as it was the first time you fought Kamala. She's just gonna be throwing fireballs at you and occasionally shooting green shells you gotta throw back. Case and point right here. Wait for her to reappear. Doink. Yep, now she's going to start appearing on the ship itself. Really, your best hint that this was going to happen was that, you know, you fought Camelot on a boat before. This is also a boat. How'd you not spin? Thanks, Luigi. But luckily, Camelot's strategy hasn't changed up too much, so it's not that big of a stretch to deal with her. Luigi, why are you not... Come on. Like, we've trained for this, dude. We know how to spin jump. Come on. Maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, wait for her to reappear. And slap her. Now what you're gonna do is head up higher and make this just a bit harder for you because you got a fighter on the, what's that called? The mast? Crow's nest? Crow's nest. Only difference is you're doing it in a much smaller space with all her magic Goopas working with her. So this can be kind of dangerous if you're not dealing with them as well. Slap this at her. And she's not dead. More fireballs. Luckily we can just take care of those magic Koopas, but if you take too long, I believe she spawns more in. Grab that. Alright, expose yourself. There you go. Doink! And that's that. Nice try, Camelot. And that's our star. First star of the garden. Not many more left to collect. No, we're not saving. But for now, I think that's unfortunately going to have to do it for us. Now, we have made a lot of progress. We've cleared out the rest of the engine room, and we've opened the way to the final major area, the garden and the gate, which hopefully we're going to be seeing next time. Next time, let's play Super Luigi Galaxy. We're going to be taking a side tour to the gate and seeing what that has in store for us. Till next time, ice out.